Hey guys, and this is my guide on how to Boak in Theater of Blood, verzik P2. So, to start off, Boak doesn't actually stand for anything. It's named after the dude who came up with this method called Boak, and so this is basically it's a method to pop the crabs for verzik P2 efficiently without taking damage, and then also getting in hits when you're popping them. So we can go ahead and get started here. One kind of prereq to Boak that I will say is everyone in your team also needs to be doing Boak. So if you're the only one doing Boak and no one else on your team is, then you will take damage and it won't really work as well. So you do want your whole team doing this. So we go ahead and get started here. So you start verzik. So there's two variations of Boak. There's East Boak and there's West Boak. So I'll be talking about East Boak here at the start, and then I'll go through West. So for East Boak, you want to start here in this southeast corner, and you want to bounce between the tiles in the corner down here. So once verzik shoots out the crabs, this is when the Boak method starts. So before the crabs, you bounce between this little tile on the diagonal in verzik, and then she shoots the crabs, and you go through these label tiles here for the Boak method. And I'll have these tiles in the description in a paste spin as well for you guys to use. But let's go ahead and get started. So I think one thing to kind of keep in mind, the way I like to think about this. So I think of the verzik P2 cycle as a 4-tick cycle. So you see here on this clip, my visual metronome is lined up with verzik's 4-tick cycle. So her attack is tick 1 of the cycle. So you can see here she's attacking tick 1. And then you click back on tick 3 of the cycle. So if you see there, so when her attack is tick 1, you click back on tick 3, and then you click her on tick 4. So you can see I click her on tick 4 right there. So it goes attack, wait, click back, attack. Or, yeah, attack verzik. So verzik attack, wait, click back, attack verzik. So verzik attack, wait, click back, attack verzik. So once the crabs come out, the Boak method starts. So we start here on tile 1. So once you see the crabs, instead of you on the same tick, so still on tick 3, you instead of going back to this diagonal tile, you go to tile 1, and then you go to click verzik. And then on tick 3 of the next, so you'll hit her, and then on the next tick 3 of the next attack cycle, you're going to click tile. So this is 2/5, and we have some supplies dropped here, so you might not be able to see it, but it'll be labeled in the description. You'll click this tile, and then instead of immediately clicking back to attack verzik like you did on tile 1, you'll click tile 3, and then you'll attack verzik. So you'll see here I go 2, 3, attack. And then similarly here, once you get down here on tick 3, we'll click tile 4 here, and then instead of clicking to attack verzik, we'll go click tile 2/5. So we're hitting tile 5 here. And tile 5, you can see the distance here. This is going to take us 2 ticks to path here. So if you watch, so I click tile 5 on tick 4, and I get there on tick 2. And then I'm attacking verzik on tick 2. So instead of, it takes me 2 ticks to get there. So when I was going to 3 verzik, I was clicking verzik at the same time she attacked on tick 1. Now, because it's an extra tick to get there, I'm clicking her on tick 2. What this means is that you have to get back immediately after you attack. So you can see here I click back. Yeah, I click her. So if you watch this again one more time, and I take a cabbage here because my teammate cut the Boak short to pop this crab, which is fine. We didn't have any other crabs here, so this didn't need to, I didn't need to do this, but this just for the purpose of the video, I wanted to show the full method, because this little diagonal movement from 4 to 5 here, this will pop any aggro crabs from the west side here. So you can see, you could imagine a west crab, he's lurking over, I go to 4, he gets in range, and then I run to 5, run out of his aggro right before he pops. But if you watch again here, you'll see I click verzik tick 2, click back tick 3, and then click her again tick 4. So watch, it's pretty fast here. Yep. So let's go back, and I'll kind of go from the start here, count down the ticks for the method. And then I'll also have a streamable link for an example of this. It doesn't have the tiles labeled, but it's the same method. So if you want to just have that as a resource to kind of look whenever you want to just see the method in full speed, I'll also have that in the description as well. So let's go back from the top, and I'll kind of count down the ticks here so you can see what's going on. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's the East Boak method. Not too crazy. I think this is probably the easier method. So you definitely want to learn one first and get good at one before you learn another. A lot of people learn East first. It's kind of personal preference. Some people think West is actually easier. And I will go over to West here. So West, kind of similarly, you're gonna be starting on the west side, obviously, in this northwest corner, and so you're gonna be bouncing between this diagonal and verzik. So I actually was on the wrong tile here, so I ran over it and then I came back. So these two diagonals here. So West Boak is similar. So you see you have you have five tiles that you go through. So when she shoots the crab out, again, the West Boak starts. So you go to tile 1. I'll click tile 1. You see on tick 3. And this is actually not linked up, unfortunately. So I think it's a tick off. So I think I click it on tick 2 of the visual metronome. But if you actually watch her attack cycles, you 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm still clicking it on tick 3 of the attack cycle. Unfortunately, this metronome was not lined up for this clip. So we click tile 1 on tick 3, we attack verzik. And the difference here, where West Boak differs, is instead of clicking tile 2 on tick 3, like you would for East Boak, you're clicking it on tick 2. And so because you're leaving a tick early, you're doing 3 movements. So you're going to click 2, 3, 4, and then attack, because you're leaving a tick early, so you've got that extra tick to kind of bounce around that side. And you'll see here how that movement pops this crab. Watch this crab. See how we get that crab right when we get into that tick tile 3, and then immediately path out, and both of us took no damage there. So that's kind of the that's why you want to that's why you want to learn Boak, because we were able to take no damage there, and we were also able to still get this attack in right here. So we'll go back and kind of show this again on tick 2 here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we attack verzik. So if it helps you remember too, you're clicking tile 2, tile 3, and tile 4 all on the same tick. So you're clicking tile 2 on tick 2, tile 3 on tick 3, and tile 4 on tick 4. And then you're attacking verzik. Now the last part of the cycle, this is one thing I see a lot of people cut this short. My teammate actually didn't quite do this correctly here, and it's to pop this this far east crab right over here on the west side. So what you do, you go 2, 3, 4, attack, and then you'll click back to tile 5 on tick 3. So you'll watch 1, 2, 3. So you click back to tile 5 on tick 3, but then you wait a tick on tile 5, and then you click back to verzik on tick 1. 3. So you see I stand there and wait a tick, and then click back to verzik. My teammate went early, and unfortunately the crab was aggroed onto him. So normally that crab would path up, and then I would move down here, and I would pop him up here, and I would take no damage, and then I would bounce back in between. But because he moved early down here to the south, unfortunately, you see I go right on top of the crab and take a big ol' 46. But that's okay. That's why we're making this video, is a resource so you guys can learn kind of how to do it properly and how to do the extended version properly too. Because a lot of people I see they'll do the tile 1, tile 2, tile 3, tile 4, but then that last crab here, they kind of get lost and they don't really know what to do. They don't know how to pop that. So again, what you're going to want to do for that last crab is you're going to want to go up to tile 5 on tick 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then you're going to want to wait a tick and then attack verzik on tick 1. So let's go from the top on West Boak. I'll be kind of counting out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once you move down here, you can just click this middle tile on tick 3, and you're done with the West Boak. But yeah, so that is the method for West Boak. Again, I'll have the tiles in the description. I will also have a streamable for East and West Boak, so you can just see the clip if you ever want to go back and you kind of forgot what was going on. You just want to see someone do it. I'll have that streamable as well. And thanks for watching. Let me know if there are any other videos, any other guides you guys would like to see me make. So thank you.